Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rokwakadash. Next double honor to the elders of GMS, and peace and blessings to Akim out there that's pushing his truth. Shalom, Yahbashim Ashah, Barakadam to the elect. Shalom, wa Barakam Labakarim, Shal Yasha Allah, which means peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. So yeah, just started off, with the Proverbs right here, as you see on the screen, Proverbs, the 11th chapter. And I'm going to start the first verse. This is Proverbs 11:1. And like I said, salute to you, Akim out there that's pushing this truth. And double honor also to the elders of GMS of Great Millstone that have taught me this truth, starting with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramlab, and Apostle Rokar. That's the ranking that I, put it at. Some brothers, probably put it differently, but we know Apostle Tahar is first in rank because he's the head of the camp. He's the former of GMS. He's the creator of Great Millstone. So, and as you know, he coined this year the year of Jacob's troubles. So, a lot of prophecies are gonna kick off, and we know that there's gonna be a lot of stuff in the news happening. So, we just gotta keep our head up and keep our eyes peeled. We have to keep our head up and our eyes open. Because we see these prophecies are coming to pass. So this is the book of Proverbs 11:1-2. It reads, "A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight." Right? And when you come into this truth, you're considered like a just weight because, you're not too involved with the world. So that's a just weight, being in this truth and occupying yourself within prophecy. That's what it means to be of a just weight. To be in this truth and to be occupied in prophecy, because a false balance is a person that's too involved with the world, and we see that to this day. A lot of people, they're involved with the world, man, and the cares of this life, man. Scriptures speak about that, the cares of this life and the affairs of this life, roughly paraphrasing, along those lines, man, But yeah, this is verse 2. "When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom." Right? And how much more wisdom, man? Like wisdom, we're gonna need that. A just weight is the Lord's delight, but how much more wisdom? Like, you gotta have wisdom. You gotta obtain wisdom, because with the lowly is wisdom. All right. And the word for lowly, let me look it up, because anytime I look it up on this, like I'll just try to look something up, and then the screen kind of freezes. So, but yeah, it says lowly, it says humble, it says simple, plain, and that's how we gotta be. We gotta keep it plain and simple, man, when it comes to this truth. It says poor, common. So, but hey, we're poor in this truth. We barely have anything. Brothers might be living in shelters and stuff. Brothers barely got it like that. But yeah, this is Matthew 7:18. It reads, "A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit." So, we're hoping to be part of that good tree. Although we're poor, the Lord could still make us a good tree. One that endures. And a good tree is a person that endures, because trees, they last for years, man. Trees, they exist for a long time. They live for a long time, man. So it's the same with us, brothers. I don't want to, It says, "Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them." That's why, exactly, and that's why John had said, "Bring hither fruits me for repentance." So that's what we got to do. I'm going to read on down to verse 23. But yeah, this is verse 21. "Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works?" So wonderful works is like marvelous works. It's like things that are marvelous, something that's wonderful. So they're basically saying, have we not done, in that name, done many, marvelous works? Basically, that's what they're saying. But over here, saying wonderful. So that's basically the same word, but You know, that's what they, you know, think that they're doing in the sight of the Lord. Although they're calling upon the Lord, they're saying, Lord, Lord, you know, they're pleading to the Lord. They're you know, we're doing the same thing, but in prayer. We're praying to the Lord, but we're doing it sincerely. These people that are of that evil tree, that corrupt tree, they're not doing good in the sight of the Lord. They're bringing forth evil fruit. All right. That corrupt tree is bringing forth evil fruit, and that's these people. The many that will say to me in that day, the many that saying to the Lord, you know, that saying to Yahweh Shemashah, you know, Lord, Lord. The many is 2/3, because the 2/3, that's a large multitude, man. That's a large number right there. That's a huge number. So, you know, it says, and then will I say unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Right. Ye that work iniquity, you see. So the Lord is gonna cast these people off. He's gonna cast away that corrupt tree that bringeth forth evil fruit. He's gonna cast off that evil, that corrupt tree. He's gonna cast off that corrupt tree and cast it into the fire. And that's how it's gonna be with 2/3. They're gonna be cast into the lake of fire. This is Romans 14:13. Let us not therefore judge one another any more, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way. That's right. You know, and that's why you have that stone of stumbling, which is set up, which is Yahushua. He's that stone of stumbling, according, well, to the 2/3. He's considered like a stone of stumbling to the 2/3, because, you know, they don't seek the Lord at all. So he's a stone of stumbling unto them. He's a rock of offense, you know, because, you know, and that's how it is in this truth. People get offended. This is Daniel 12:10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Yeah, the wise is going into the elect. They're gonna be wise in this time to come. In the time to come. All right. That's what's gonna happen. This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 5. It reads, "Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand." Come on. You know, so the Lord, he's approaching real soon, man. All right. This is Philippians, the 2nd chapter now, and the 3rd verse. It reads, "Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others." Right, so you got to consider others as well. You can't just consider one man or this one person. Oh, he does great, he does a good job. Well, there's other people that do a good job as well, so you got to consider others. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach Yahushua, Khan, who being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. Yeah, because he took upon him that yoke, which was going on that cross, you know. And then he even told us how his yoke is easy and his burden is light. So, you know, we got to remember that too. All right. We got to know the Lord is on our side, man. And he's for our turn. All right. He said, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. So that's the point. All right. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 15 through 16. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. You see? So those that hear us is of the hopeful elect. So the hopeful elect are coming into this thing. You know? They're coming into this thing. So that's why we got to feed the sheep continually. And that's what we're doing. We're feeding the sheep through this word. This is Proverbs 20:5. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. Most men will proclaim everyone his own goodness, but a faithful man who can find? Come on. So that's why we got to, you know, a faithful man who can find, right? That's why we got to be faithful too. All right, this is 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Whom is this steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Calm. All right, so that's why we find this good fight of faith for a reason. All right, this is Ephesians 6:12. But we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Con. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, which with the laying of the hands of the presbytery. Exactly. So we can't neglect this great gift. You know, that's why we got to read, we got to exhort, and we got to preach this word, man, this doctrine, you know, which is this truth. We got to preach this 100% truth to the elect. This is Matthew 5:16. Lord's will be part of that number. It reads, this is Matthew 5:16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Come on. So with that being said, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadesh. Next double honor to the elders of GMS, and peace and blessings to you, Akim, out there that's pushing this truth. Shalom.